Hello and welcome to Fun Friday, and we are in March, which is National Nutrition Month. So I bet you didn't know that, right? Unless you've been, following all my posts where I'm constantly like, Happy National Nutrition Month. So today we're going to talk about food, okay? And that's pretty much what we're going to talk about all month long. In March, we're going to talk about nutrition. Nutrition for you, nutrition for youth, nutrition for young kids, nutrition for big families, nutrition for small families, nutrition for weight loss, nutrition for health, blah, 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 okay? Today, we're going to talk about food logging. And do not click stop. Don't, okay? Listen, it's not going to take long. You have to log your food. Just if you want results, if you want to be able to pinpoint things that are going on. So like if you're feeling really, really sick and you go to a good doctor, they will usually ask you what your diet is like. Okay? And if you're not logging it, you're not going to know, because our brain tends to forget things, especially the handful of jelly beans that we had, or that trip by the sweets bucket at the office, or the very middle of the cinnamon roll when our kids weren't looking, or maybe the rest of the enchilada, or maybe the second bowl of chips at a Mexican food restaurant. So you need to log everything. And just as a side note, there are several smartphone apps that I really do enjoy, but I have to be totally honest with you, okay? So all of you tech geeks out there, listen. Of all of my clients, whether we're face-to-face, whether we're online, okay, boot campers, fit campers, Beachbody clients, all of that, I mean, they get 90% better results when they write their food down, as opposed to just putting it into the computer. Okay, that is just a fact. It's a fact of life. Suck it up, deal with it, figure out what you want to get. Do you want okay results, or do you want 90% better results? And then, you'll just do it. So this is what I keep my, let me see if I can find the front. I keep my food logs and everything. I have literally years and years worth of food logs. I got this. Bodybuilding.com sent me this for free. Thank you, bodybuilding.com. It's a journal. It's a journal. I talk about how I feel. Okay, and it's got places I put my my workouts, and then I put down here this little square right in here. Okay, that is that's where I write my food. So yeah, you gotta write small. I've learned to abbreviate a lot. And there's some days like, ooh, that day was not good. I didn't eat enough that day. There's days when it's like written all out to the side. There's days when it's all over the place. That's when I was on my cleanse. It's just shake, 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 shake. And so it's a little square. Okay, it's got 6 little lines. I eat 6 meals a day, and they're small. So like I said before, liken it to a fire. If you dump small kindling on the fire throughout the day, then your fire is going to burn brighter. It's going to burn hotter. That's your metabolism. If you dump a big fat log on a fire, then the flames go down. The fire dims for a little bit. Sometimes it will even go out, right? If you're a camper and you dump like a big log and it just goes out, and then you're having to work and work and work to try to get the fire back up. So your metabolism is exactly the same way. If you don't consistently eat small meals throughout the day, okay, we're talking small meals, and let's say you skip lunch because you're going out to dinner, and then you have a huge feast for dinner because you saved your calories. Then what happens is your metabolism, you've dumped that big fat log on your metabolism, and your metabolism goes null. It goes, it's overwhelmed. Too much going on. I've got to breathe and digest this and try to keep her awake. That's just crazy. Okay, so you go to sleep and your body goes, awesome, now I can just store all that as fat to use later. When we're running away from the saber-toothed tiger. Doesn't happen. Small meals, okay? You go out, eat what you need, put the rest in a to-go box, take it home. So I'm going to go over my food journal for, this was yesterday. I ate a lot yesterday. Okay, and I keep track of everything. On the side that says notes, I keep track of my fluid intake. You can see, and I've accidentally switched my waters. I had 5 liters of water I start every day with warm water, lemon, apple cider vinegar. I had 5 liters of water, 2 cups of coffee. I worked out yesterday morning. I had a Mighty Muffin, which is basically, it's oatmeal and egg whites and blueberries and some whole wheat flour and applesauce, and mix it all together, throw it in the oven. But I call it a Mighty Muffin. And then the Results and Recovery drink. That drink is over 200 calories, so I log it. Okay? I have to. 200 calories. If you don't log it and you're just drinking your Results and Recovery, you're like, that was awesome. It tastes like a creamsicle. It's great. Okay? Is it a great thing to do while you're working out? Absolutely. But log it. Okay? You have to know. And then I had 2 eggs, a mini whole grain bagel with some almond butter. And then my third meal before I went to teach was vegetables and hummus. I love hummus. My fourth meal was some salmon, shrimp soup, half of a cheese thing, a cheese stick thing, a Natural's sharp cheddar, and half an avocado. And then I had a chocolate Shakeology with peanut butter for my 5th meal, and then my 6th meal was an egg white omelet with veg. And then I had some Greek yogurt. So, you know, that's a lot of food. I'm usually between 18 to 2,500 calories a day, depending on what I'm doing. If I am teaching a lot of classes that day, physically teaching, not like boot camps where I kind of call a lot and just demo. But if I'm physically teaching a lot of classes, then I'm up on 2,500 calories. But that's usually because during those days I'm burning over 3,000. So, and I like to keep a small calorie deficit, but nothing too big, because my muscles need the calories to be able to repair themselves so that I'm not always so sore. So what foods do I keep on hand all the time? Write this down, okay? This is important. I buy eggs by the flat because we are a family that eats a lot of eggs. We go through a lot of them. And I cheat. I buy my egg whites in a carton because it's just easier and less mess. I can just pour it. All right. Quarter cup is 4 egg whites. So, you know, I use it in recipes and stuff like that. I keep rice milk and coconut milk and unsweetened almond milk. All of them are unsweetened. And I don't get any of the flavor. You know, vanilla, if it says vanilla or chocolate, it's going to have a lot of sugar in it. That's why it tastes so good. Duh. I don't do a lot of dairy. Dairy is not the best thing for me because I just deal with inflammation. And also, that's, you know, if you're cool with dairy, then, you know, low-fat milk works fine. Low-fat cheeses. Greek yogurt, I keep that on hand all the time. I keep the 0% Greek yogurt. It's thicker than regular yogurt, and you can use it in place of sour cream. You can use it when I make like tuna salad. I put a little bit of that in there instead of mayonnaise because I am saving myself, pay attention, 50 calories a serving by doing that. And some of you go, 50? It's not so bad. Do you realize that by missing 500 calories a week, if you're just not jotting down that extra 50 from the mayonnaise or your recovery drink or something like that, by missing that 500 calories a week, in the course of a year, you can gain up to 10 pounds. And then in a year's time, you're going, what? Okay, keep track of it. That's all you have to do. I don't write my calorie count, no, I just know what I ate. Simple. I know, it's like my time. I know where it's going. My calories, I know where they're going. My money, I know where it's going. Okay, that's what you do. It's calorie budget. Just do it. I keep tuna on hand, both in packets and in cans. Be careful, if you're like a huge tuna fan and you are eating, millions of cans of tuna a day, not really good for you because of the mercury. There are trace amounts. Mercury, however, won't kill you if you're eating a can. I also get the fish fillets at the store when they're on sale, like the big salmon fillets and stuff like that. We keep those in the freezer. I keep frozen vegetables in the freezer. I keep frozen fruits. This way you've always got something fresh that you can use. Make sure that you are reading your labels. Oh my gosh. In a lot of food logs, I see a lot of honey wheat bread come up. Okay. I'm about to really kill some dreams here. Honey wheat bread, basically, you should just go ahead and have cinnamon toast. I mean, honestly, because the honey wheat bread has a lot of sugar in it and it's processed. It's seriously, who makes honey bread? Like naturally. It's just, the bees and they like the bread and then it comes out honey bread. Yay! Your first ingredients should all be natural And I think in most breads, sugar is going to fall in the first 5, which is not great. That's why bread and me, we don't really jive. But it should fall number 4, somewhere around there. And whole grain, whole wheat flour should be first. If it says enriched, ditch it. Okay, that means processed. Okay, so that's your bread. I'm done with that. I keep whole grain noodles on hand so we can make spaghetti. I keep a good spaghetti sauce. I like Paul Newman's or Newman's Own spaghetti sauce. I love that stuff. And I just buy it when it's on sale. I just stock up, and then I keep it in the pantry. I also keep plenty of chicken breasts when they're on sale. I buy them. Do you notice a pattern here? Okay, we stick to a budget when we grocery shop, and we know, you know, we get the stuff that's on sale because we know we can freeze it. Oh my gosh, that's the whole reason you have a freezer. It's not to hold your ice cream. It's to hold your food, okay? Freeze it. Then you're not wasting food, okay? You can even freeze vegetables, but you know. The frozen vegetable aisle, you can get frozen vegetables for $1.77 for a 2-pound bag. Okay, a 2-pound bag should last you a little while, depending on who you are. I go through it pretty quickly because I eat a lot of vegetables, a lot of fish. So I keep seasonings on hand that I don't do salt, but I do, you know, plenty of Tabasco. I will put Tabasco on anything, I swear. I'm like, oh, hey, there's Tabasco, a little muffin, and Tabasco's fine. I keep whole wheat flour on hand, whole wheat, whole grain flour. And that way, if I'm making muffins or pancakes or something like that, I can use that instead of white flour. So there is a ton of stuff that you can keep on. I keep unsweetened orange juice. I don't drink it at night, I only drink it in the morning because of the sugars. If you're gonna have your sugars, do it in the morning so that you can run through them. If you have a cup full of sugar, and I know right now you're going, I don't eat ice cream. Do you have a glass of orange juice or maybe chocolate milk or hot chocolate or something like that at night, you know, just to unwind? Then your body is going to store it as fat. That's just, you know, it's just the basic how the body works. So next week, come back, because we're actually going to go over what I find most exciting about being a nutritionist is we're going to start to go over how the macronutrients actually work in the body and how the body reacts to eating certain times of the day and stuff like that, so that maybe you can get a better understanding of what's going to work for you. So I want you to have an awesome weekend, have a blessed day, and get healthy.